Alrighty, welcome on in, everybody. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we are in 86 League for week number 5. We got Vanta Esports facing off Monolith here. I'm going to let them know we are good to start. And then we're going to get started. It is a 3v3 best of 5 per usual. Super, super exciting. Okay. Once they take field, then we are going to be good to go. So buckle on in, get ready, and let's have a good time. Perfect, perfect. All right. Everybody's on the field, and we are good to start. Let's get into it as we got kickoff at number 1. A nice send into that right side corner. Nakrin moving downfield. A nice 50. A little bit of a double commit, but it works out. Gets it into the other side corner. Nice challenge. Sends it towards the net just outside. Hitting that crossbar. Nakrin with the challenge. Ball's going back. As it moves downfield, we got Remix with the turnaround. Vanta is there. A bump! And third man gets in the way. Nice attack by Nakrin. TMX sending it over to Lost as they get the clear by Vanta. Nakrin now with a touch off the back wall. Hardbeat just beating Vanta to it. Nakrin now up for the ball. Gets a touch. And it goes up back down to LST. I'll get these names right, promise. Just give me a sec. We got Hard B player going with the shot. It is saved away. A nice challenge by Remix. Sends it over to Vanta. All the way back downfield. Just outside the net here. Once again, in that left side corner, Nakrin with the challenge. TMX getting beat by Hard B player as he moves downfield past midfield, but it gets sent right back into the right side corner now. Now sending it to Nakrin. TMX with the turnaround once again. It is a shot saved by Hard B player, followed up by Remix. Ball's going downfield. We have the ball in the corner. Defense playing it as they get past 2/3 of the team. Third man Nakrin gets the challenge, buys himself a little time, but it's a great save. And there's the follow-up by Vanta going in the net. Perfect. Alrighty. Kickoff number 2, 3 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. We got TMX moving it downfield, followed up by Lost as he takes the challenge. Remix leaves it for Hard B player. As he moves downfield, it is a challenge straight into the net. Unfortunate for RAE there, but a good challenge nonetheless. Unfortunate play. Here we go, kickoff number 3, 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Lost sends it down to Nakrin as they move downfield into that left side corner, off the wall, bouncing play. Defense is there, sending it out. Remix with the turnaround. It's on target, but a little too high. Backboard defense sends it to the corner. Remix still on the attack. TMX once again with a touch, offsetting Hardbeat players' follow-up there. Vanta now sending it over to Nakrin as we have a bump on defense. Third man has to get in there. TMX sending it down over to Remix. Vanta with the touch. Great challenge. Pops it up. Nakrin with the shot, but it's wide. Lost once again. Trying to go for it. Hardbeat getting in his way. Vanta taking the challenge. Still trying to maintain possession. Couldn't quite do it. A great follow-up by second man. Nakrin with the shot, and it's in. Let's take a look at that replay here, right? So we have this challenge here. Ball just goes up. Nakrin has a great read. He's going to cut the lead in half now. 2-1, 2 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. Nakrin and TMX on kickoff as TMX gets taken out with a demo. Great follow-up shot by Nakrin. Hard B is there. Took a little too long. He did get challenged by defense. Remix with the follow-up. TMX with the clear as Nacrin goes up with the backboard defense. It still popped out right in front of the net. It's looking scary. Remix with the patience. Sends it to the left side corner. Trying to move downfield. We got Long there at midfield. Hard B now taking over. Waiting patiently. TMX misses this one. In comes Vanta. Sending it to the wall. It's a great follow-up. Remix now takes over. They get past Lost. Nice challenge by Vanta there at midfield. TMX now taking over. Gets a pass. Hard B with the read on it. Nacrin with the follow-up. It is saved away though. We do have another touch coming in. Pushing the ball center. Defense was on it. As it bounces back out, we're back at midfield on the right side. TMX moving down. Nacrin in the corner, waiting. Sends it down. Vanta taking over now. Hard B player making his way back. Takes over across the net. Over to Remix with the clear. Moving downfield in the left side corner. It's a 2v1. Can we get the setup? We can't. Vanta had the read on it. Nice interception, but long shot, a little wide. 1 minute remaining, and it's only a 1-goal game here. Nacrin now going for the attack. He has it. Vanta makes it back in time. Remix now taking over, sending it back into that corner. Nice little 2v3 here. A challenge back center. Vanta sends it downfield. Nacrin gets in the way. Great challenge. Great read. Remix taking over. Has possession. Going down into that right side. There's the shot. It is saved. Ball is up. Nacrin backflips. Vanta's there. Sending it down to TMX. They work together and get that clear. Hard B now. Having to go off his own backboard. Go with the dribble. Gets the challenge. Nacrin with the follow-up. Can they get it in the next 20 seconds? Off the ceiling. Gets the setup. Backboard. Drops down. It's not quite in yet. Vanta with the send to the corner. As it goes down field. We have another turnaround. The long shot. It's saved away by TMX. They're still on the attack. Remix pops it up off the backboard. Double tap over to Nacrin, and it's saved away. Oh my goodness, what a last minute in game number 1. Okay, so we will have a small break just so he can restart. I do have to change the map as well, so let's get to that. But yeah, what a last minute. They were so close. They were working together. They looked really good out there. A total of 5 shots alone for Nacrin, totaling in 9 shots as a team compared to the 3 shots for Vanta. 2 saves for RAE and a total of 5 saves for Vanta as well. So lots more defense and a lot less offense compared to our team where we had more offense than defense here. But still a really close game, 2-1 here. It's a nice start off to both these teams. Figuring each other out, finally facing off for the first time. So we're going to see what happens in game number 2 here. Solid. Okay. Alright, I think it's safe to say we can stick with the name TMX. For their second player, I'm pretty sure it's Lost. It's Lost in... It's between Lost and Last, to be honest. Alright, Vanta is back. Perfect. I'm pretty sure it's the last, so I'm gonna go him last for this game. We'll see how it goes. We got game number 2, kickoff number 1. Heartbeat with the clear. Vanta getting in the way off of the wall. Is dropping down. Remix with the first touch on it. Sends it to the wall. Plays the bounces. TMX as he now moves towards the net. No boost. Gets a pass over to Heartbeat as he takes over. One flick past last. Still maintaining possession. Can't get past Vanta. Ball still in the corner. Followed up by Remix as it bounces off. Vanta plays the defensive. A nice little bump on Remix, goes over to Vanta. The long shot, it is wide. Defense not quite back yet. Vanta goes up for it. Remix is already there, sending it down. Nakran with the read, sends it to the backboard. A great follow-up by Remix, and that's going to be the first goal of the game. 1-0. It was a close first game, and I'm so sorry. I kept the name tags on. But, yeah. Unfortunate, but, you know, it happens in game 1s as teams are, you know, learning each other. It happens, but we're on the comeback, it's looking like. First goal going to RAE. As kickoff number 2 goes over to Nakran on the wall. He moves downfield, sends it center. TMX sends it back towards our net. RB player getting one touch, losing it to last. He can't get the final touch to send it center. Remix now moves downfield. He gets challenged. Ball's going over to last. The long shot. Nakran's up. Great save. Sending it to the corner. Back over to last. In comes Nakran. Sending it downfield. Second man Vanta sends it towards the net. Hard B is there on defense. Sends it to the other side. Finds a clearing. Gets a touch. It's on point. It is a shot. Saved away by Vanta. As he now moves it downfield. He passes it to last. He misses the connect and the ball's in the left side corner now. Remix. Full tank of boost ahead. And possession. A little help from Hardbeam moves him down field. A little bump kind of offsets the traction there. As we move it back to defense, we got Nakran off at the backboard. It gets a touch off TMX. It actually goes all the way down. If that was more on target, that would have just been in, but it's okay. Heartbeat, turning things around. We have a demo, a 1v1 right now. Last in possession, though, moving all the way past midfield. Gets a shot. It is wide. In comes Vanta. Doesn't get the touch, though. Last with the boost steal. Heartbeat with one touch. Back over to Nakran. Back over to Hard. Does he get the shot? He does! Second goal. A team play. Nakran with a great pass to Heartbeat players. He sinks it in. And that's going to push us to kickoff number 3 here. 2 minutes, 58 seconds on the clock. Ball is up. In comes Vanta, sending it towards the net. Third man gets in the way. Last with the touch down field before he's taken out with a demo. Ball's in the left side corner of Vanta Esports here. Vanta with the breakaway. Nakran getting in the way, grabbing that save. Pushing the ball all the way downfield. It is pinched back towards the net. Last going for the shot. Heartbeat with the save. Offsetting the momentum there. Vanta now with the touch. Having to get the read off the ceiling. Another challenge in the corner. Remix moving downfield. TMX stopping the ball in its tracks just a little bit. Moving back downfield. A pass to last. Does not find the connecting touch there. Heartbeat capitalizing on the mistake. One touch from the defense, though, did offset the, not momentum, but the direction of the ball there. Another great challenge, holding down the fort. Nakran off the backboard, sending it into the corner. Hardbeat now taking possession, moving downfield. He gets challenged by Vanta. Remix is there. Shot a save by Last as it goes to the left side now. We got Nakran getting in the way. The follow-up by Remix. Great touch. That was a little bit of a dangerous position there, but it did give enough time for defense to get back. Heartbeat got the save, but the follow-up just happened to go in. Great challenge. That's going to cut the lead in half now. It's 1-2. RAE still holding the lead as we have 1:38 left in game number 2. They do have the breakaway as the Heartbeat got taken out with a demo. Remix keeps us on the offense here. Ball's in that corner. There's the attack. Vanta missed it, but Last was there. Nakran now sends it downfield. Vanta has a touch. It's still going towards his side of the field. TMX repositioning himself. Sends it downfield. One stop at mid by Nakran. Heartbeat with the follow-up. Using the last of his boost. Sending the ball into that corner. Remix now sends the ball back down. TMX is there. Nacra now taking possession. 60 seconds on the clock. TMX moving downfield. A bump on hard B player as Last now gets a touch. Remix off the backboard. Gets a really great clear. Vanta now having to take over. TMX helps him out just a little bit. Honestly, one bump there would have been immaculate. Second man could have followed up on that one, but it's okay. Nacra now, as third man sends it out. Vanta sending it over to Last. There's the shot, a little high. No follow-up as Nacra plays the ball. Remix now, sending it downfield. No boost, still keeping up with it. They just have to stall for the next 20 seconds, and they're doing a great job at that. Hopefully that did not just caster curse them. As they're just kind of passing the ball back and forth, taking it to the other side of the field, kind of trying to find these gaps in between. But as I say that, they do tie up the game. Vanta with a great read off the pass from Last. We are looking for one goal in the next 8 seconds. Yeah, I got you, Brendan. Nacra now in possession in the corner. We might see an overtime. We are going to see an overtime. Here we go, our first overtime. Game number 2. Nacra taking this kickoff. It's looking like a good setup. He also got the boost. Vanta with half a tank. Gets past Remix. Not past hard B player. It's almost on target. Great backward defense by TMX getting past Nacra now. In comes Remix. Sending it back into the corner. Last now taking over as he goes with the air dribble. He gets past hard B player. Sends it towards the net. Great stop by Nacra as Vanta gets a second touch on it. Remix now with the touch back over to Last. Great challenge. Very dangerous position. That was a good spot for offense to be in. They had the angle. They had the opening. So it was a great challenge. Another great challenge by Nacra this time. Getting the save on the shot. Vanta now taking over. Going again with the air dribble. Using the last of his boost. Ball's going back out. Last is up. Back over to Remix. It's a nice send out. TMX is there. Lots and lots of defense happening here. They have to turn things around, start to find a push towards the other side of the field. With that, we have Nacra with the pass over to Remix. Remix with the breakaway. We now are in the right side of Vanta's territory. There's the shot. Remix kind of, I don't want to say getting in the way. That shot was just a little bit off, but it kept the offense alive. Great setup by Remix. Shot once again wide by hard B player as it goes back over to Vanta. He sends it downfield. Nacra is there. Hard B tried to get there first, but Vanta got to it. But ball went right back over to Remix as they play off the wall. They get a good setup. Last on defense got in the way there. As it's now up off the ceiling. Vanta now moves it down a field. Hard B with the touch. Finding a little gap, but no follow-up. Nacra now moving down to midfield. Sends it over to Vanta from the backboard. This game, or this overtime, just overtime alone, we are now seeing Vanta playing a lot more offensively here. We didn't see that too much until the end of the game. Great clear by Remix. It was a shot saved by Last. Remix with the shot, and it's saved away by Last once again. We are seeing a lot more like demos, more strategies. I do really want to see more team plays, as we saw for the second goal of this game for RAE. You know, hard B player and Nacra working together, getting those passes. It worked, and I'd love to see it again. But once again, we are on defense. Nacra now taking it across the field. A nice little turnaround by Vanta. Sends it to Remix. Nacra's already up. He gets the redirect. It's on point. It is saved away by TMX. Nacra's still on it. Keeping the ball in that corner. Offensive pressure still alive. Heartbeat kind of trying to get in the mix there. Vanta taking over. Followed up by Last. In comes Remix once more. Nice catch. A flick past Last. It's up to TMX as he goes off the wall. He gets bumped. Remix maintaining possession here. Trying to get from that corner. Can't quite do it. It is a great follow-up by second man there, but defense now finds the opening. Nacra misses that one. Last saves his own goal there. That could have been it. Great shutdown by Heartbeat player as he sends it to the left side of the field here. He's now moving in. Great shot attempt. Second man not close enough for that one. Nacrin now waiting patiently. Great move there. Very, very smart. One touch from TMX, sends it to the corner. Last is there. In comes Remix, going for the shot. Vanta is there as third man, holding down that goal line. Heartbeat now off the backboard. It's a great setup, and it's in! Nacrin with the winning goal here. Take a look at that replay. I'm gonna get this invite for you real quick. I got you, and we'll be good. That's their coach? They brought in Daniel. Okay. We know Daniel. He's been a part of our community. Not as a coach or anything. He's just a member. So that's so funny. We're going to DFH Stadium. Alrighty. There you have it. We are heading into game number 3. We will be seeing a game 4. Very, very exciting. Both these teams neck and neck. Another 1-point game. This time, Vanta coming in with a lot of offense. Like I said, a total of 11 shots. 4 saves for them. Over on our side, not as many. I think that was probably like 9 shots for them. So still up there, but not quite as much. A lot better game for Monolith here. I will say so myself. But here we go. Game number 3. 5 minutes on the clock. As kickoff number 1 starts off with Vanta getting taken out with a demo. Heartbeat going with the air dribble, the reset, the shot, and the save by Last. As we have a challenge by Remix, keeping the offensive pressure alive. One follow-up touch by Nacrin in that corner. Sends it center. Nobody's there except Vanta on defense. Heartbeat now with the turnaround going towards the net. TMX getting in the way. Sending the ball into that corner. Nacrin with the follow-up. Starting a very good offensive game for RAE here. As Heartbeat gets the clear. Again, keeping it alive. Waiting to see what they do. The one flick gets past him. We have a little bit of a bump. Ball's moving down past midfield in that left side corner. It's a great setup, and TMX does get the play there. Defense almost had that. He did get a touch. Very, very close. Here we go. 1-0. Vanta taking the lead here. TMX on the attack as he goes off the backboard. Last with the follow-up shot. Second goal. Vanta Esports working together as a team here. It's a good setup. Defense not holding it down too well here. Hopefully they kind of shape up just a little bit. They're right there though. They're right there. Kickoff number 3 going up and off the ceiling. Last going for that corner boost. As Remix sends it down the field. Vanta's there at mid, followed up by TMX. Last with the final touch sends it to the backboard. Nacrin now getting past 2/3 of the team. Last making his way back as Vanta tries to get in position. Ball's in the corner. In comes Vanta. One touch off the wall, bouncing back center. TMX playing it as it goes over to Heartbeat. It goes to the other side. Remix and Nacrin over there. Last with the touch off the wall. Vanta is there. Nacrin sends it back to the corner. Remix rotating out. Nacrin can't get the follow-up touch. Heartbeat does though, and it's wide of the net. Great challenge by Remix. Sends it over to the right side. Nacrin getting in the way. A great read off the wall. Last with the follow-up though. Sends Vanta back on the offensive. We now have a shot saved away by Remix. So Last with the pop-up as Remix sends it towards the net. Vanta stopping the ball in his tracks though. Heartbeat picking it right back up as Nacrin is up for it. He does also get a shot. Last now getting challenged by Remix as it's off the wall. His second touch sends it way to the other side. What a touch. The power on it. Last now going to the backboard. Remix is there. He gets past TMX. Vanta stopping the ball just outside midfield. Hardby with the pickup sends it to the backboard. Can't quite get that other touch. Nacrin is up, gets the reset. Remix now sends it to the backboard. Gets the bump on defense. Vanta, TMX can't quite get to it. Last sends it to the other side. Trying to find that gap in the offense here. Release some of that pressure as they do get past midfield. Remix is there to shut it down. Last now with the long clear. No double tap in the net. Vanta now in the corner, sends it down to Hardby as it goes to midfield. We got Last going for his own corner boost. Getting past Remix, not past Nacrin. Falls off the wall once again. He's going with the air dribble. Great challenge by defense, sends it out. Hardby is there, sending it into the corner. Taking their corner boost as Last sends it down to TMX. He can't get the follow-up touch. Remix with the turnaround. As Vanta goes for the shot, it's a little wide. Last is there. There's the 50. Nacrin over to Remix. Remix taking it up the wall. He's got all the boost possible. As it now goes down into the corner once more. It's a great setup. Double commit by defense. They're playing really, really careful out there. That could be an advantage points. As Vanta sends it off the backboard. Hardby is there, capitalizing on that play. Also, Brendan, I totally thought you wanted me to send it in the Twitch chat, so apologies, but hey, it worked out, so we're good. Hopefully, if it didn't work, let me know. Alright, lead now cut in half. We have just over a minute remaining. Again, just like game one, we are chasing one. We're right there, but as we saw in game one, whether they were still warming up or not, they had a lot of team plays. They were really, really close. Defense was working overtime in game one in that last minute. So hopefully we'll see a little bit better of some team plays and touches here as we need one goal to at least try to push for an overtime. Here we go. Nacrin going with the ball, moving downfield in that left side corner. Last sending it right back out. We got TMX getting in the mix of things as the ball bounces out to Hardby. He gets the catch, goes with the air dribble, 30 seconds to go. Can he get there? He does, but Last is on the backboard. Remix now with the touch. Last sending it downfield. Nacrin is up. We have a demo taking out Last as we have another challenge sending the ball into the corner. Remix is there. Vanta trying to get in the way. TMX is going to steal possession. Ball's going right towards the net. Great save by Nacrin. 10 seconds to go and they need to push for offense here. One more touch by Hardby. Vanta with the pop-up. He's taken out with a demo. We have 1 second. Can they keep it up? No. Vanta taking game number 3. They're going to be taking the lead in this series once again in a 2-1 fashion, putting us on a game point. But still, a close game. 2-1. An exact replica of game 1. Let me check map rotations real quick. Okay, they did agree. Some teams don't like Sovereign Heights, and I am going to be remaking my map rotation. So Sovereign Heights isn't in here, and I want to take out DFH Stadium, or at least this version of it. So, in the midst of that, but we're good. Here we go. Game number 4. Like I said, this is game point. If Vanta takes the win here, that's going to conclude the series. This is how I can see the match chat. So, alright. We had another crash, so give us 1 second. TMX, Nacrin, Hardby player, Vanta last. Okay, so remix. Where is... Oh, Daniel's back in the lobby too. Okay, Cool. Alright, so we'll just wait it out, give them a second to log back in, and then we are going to be going in to game number 4. Hopefully this won't conclude this series. This is actually a really, really good matchup. I mean, just the pattern alone, you know, Vanta took game 1, RAE took game 2, Vanta with game 3. So hopefully we'll see Monolith win this one, and we'll be getting a game 5. I would love to see that. I would love to see Monolith finally start, like, I don't want to say locking in. They're looking okay out there, but, you know, little organizational things here. Maybe some comms are getting in the way. Not too sure. At least they're not, like, fully double committing, so that's a good sign. But, yeah, just a little cleanup. And I'm pretty sure they can take this game. I mean, we've seen the team plays, we've seen the defense, lots and lots of offense each game, so they have it. They really, really do. And yeah, every game has been one goal. Games 1 and 3 being a 2-1 game, and I'm pretty sure game 2, it was 3-2. Yep. So even with us winning, we had a little bit of a higher scoreboard. Vanta, when they win, it's always a 2-1. So hopefully we get on this, like, striking phase, and we're just, like, laying them into the net, because once they find that momentum, like, I'm pretty sure it's over. They'll be able to take this win. There's a remix. Alrighty. And we are good to start, so I'll have them take the field, and then... Yes. Once they're all on the field, I'll unpause it. Perfect. Alrighty, game number 4, kickoff number 1. TMX taken out with the demo straight away as the ball bounces back down. We got Vanta playing it. Nakran on defense, sends it out last, sending it back into the corner. Heartbeat is there as TMX takes the challenge there. Great follow-up by Vanta. So Vanta is starting off strong. They are on the attack, coming out with straight fire, taking the offensive side first. However, we do have a quick turnaround. Remix with the setup. No follow-up from second man. Nakran just a little too far back. As they're back on defense, we got TMX taken out with a demo. Once again, they are going to need to start implementing more demos. Last now taken out with a demo. Hard B trying to find a way to control the ball there for a second. Couldn't quite get a good touch, but teammates for the win. As Remix now sends it back over. Hardbee's in that corner. Last gets there first, though. In comes Nakran, sending it back into that corner. Last with a full tank of boost now. Tries to go for the air dribble. He gets bumped off. Remix a little too high up. Still stops the ball, but Vanta is there. Third man committed. Remix is able to get back. Very, very scary. Nice bump on Vanta. As Nakran sends it over to Hardbeat, there's the long shot. Defense is back, but now we take the offensive side once more. Remix with the catch, going with the challenge. The second challenge is taken by Vanta as he makes his way towards the net. The demo on Hardbeat player. The third man. It works. It's a great play by Vanta there. Unfortunate for RAE, but it's okay. It's only the first goal, so that's exactly what we want to see from them as well. More demos, the bumps. We saw Remix do that while they were on defense, trying to, you know, turn around, get back on offense. And just like that, we got Hard B player with the first goal for RAE, tying up the game. Great setup by Nakran off that corner there, kind of corner post area. 1-1 now. RAE is keeping up. 3 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock. We do have a breakaway coming from Remix, followed up by Nakran into that corner. Remix there as third man couldn't quite get the read as they fall back. We got last taken advantage of the touch, but Remix is still able to get the save. TMX now sending it to the backboard. A little bit of a double commit, but the team pinch! It's in! What a play! No words. Wow. Okay, that's how you take the lead. That's a team play right there. Love to see it. 1-2 now, right in the lead as we head into kickoff number 4. Last now in possession, going up and off the wall. Ball's dropping down, and Heartbeat is there, sending it into the corner. As it bounces down, we got Vanta sending it downfield, past mid. Remix is there with the turnaround, going with the air dribble. It's a little wide. Last is there. He gets the boost, though, as he rotates out. We got Nakran sending it to the other side. Hard B trying to find the play there. Remix taking over, taking the 50 by Vanta. Nakran taking the 50 by Last. As TMX is there as third man. He goes into that corner, misses the boost. This could be a good point here. The second challenge knocks him off the play. Remix going with the shot. It goes low. Nakran with the follow-up shot, and it's wide. As Vanta now gets the wall pinch. It's going up off the ceiling. Last plays the bounce. Sends it back down to Vanta. Remix with the 50. Is still going towards the net. RB with one touch. Vanta can't get the read on that. Nakran now incoming. A second man with one touch. 2. Back down to Last on offense. Remix taking us to offense, though, with a shot. Vanta with the save. Ball's going back towards mid. Last with the long clear. One touch from Hard B offsets the momentum there as he's now able to turn it around. Move downfield. TMX with the touch off the wall. Remix is there. A pass down to Nakran. Shot is wide once again. Off the ceiling. Bounces back down. Vanta's there as Remix makes their way back for the save. Now in possession, taking their time. There's the challenge by TMX off the wall. In comes Last with the shot. Great backboard defense by Hard B player. That should have been a save, but it's okay. Remix now sending it out to Vanta as things quickly turn around. We're back on defense, but Nakran has that backboard defense there. Moving downfield. Gets another shot. Last with an easy save. A great follow-up by Remix, but it is saved away off at the crossbar too. Vanta taking out with a demo, but we're back on defense. Maybe it will clear up some of the offensive pressure here, but we'll see. We got Remix sending it into the corner. Vanta with the pop-up. As it goes into the other side. We got Vanta with the touch over to Last towards the net. Hard B sends it off the wall. Back center. Last with the catch. Remix with the pop. Moving downfield. They have to stall for 33 seconds. Can they hold this lead once again? Last time they were in this position, they lost it with only 8 seconds remaining. Again, very, very scary thing, but it's looking like they have sealed the deal. Remix with the third goal, giving us a 2-goal deficit here with 23 seconds. Here we go. Kickoff number 5. Now with a little extra cushion, and they take this kickoff. It's up to Vanta to get in the way. He can't. Remix taking the lead even further here. A 3-goal deficit with 19 seconds remaining. This is what I'm talking about. Right when they are able to score, they find the momentum, they can run with it, right? That's exactly what they're doing here, and that's exactly what they needed. This energy, this momentum, this, motivation here is what they're going to be needing in game number 5 straight away. Both teams are now on game point. Winner of game 5 is going to be taking the win for this week. I'm going to let this play out because I want to pull up these stats here. I adjusted the stats for the EU teams like a couple days ago. It was a good game. Y'all, let's take a look at the stats after I change the map real quick. But I do want to... Here it is. Okay, so based off of week 4, right? Monolith was with a record of 3-1. Total games won out of all those series, 8, and total games lost was 4. So right about now, it's 10-6, not bad. In order to go with a 4-1 record, and actually probably doing better than another EU team in RAE. That's in a different tier, of course, but they're gonna need this win. So here we go. Game 5, winner takes the win for this week. They gain another W on their stats, and they will be moving forward. We are on crunch time for playoffs, mind you. I mean, it's dialing down, so every win counts. They all matter. And with that, 8 seconds in, we have the first goal of the game. TMX from Vanta Esports, putting it in the net. Here we go. 1-0. This time, RAE taking this kickoff. As we have a bump on Heartbeat player. It is a shot. Lots more bumps coming in. Vanta using the wall to get past Remix. But the ball still goes towards the net. It is a shot by Nacrin. As the challenge goes out to Remix, they send it to the other side. Great follow-up by Nacrin as it goes into the corner. Remix is there, getting past Vanta. Getting a good setup. Lasta's third man gets in the way, though. We got some bumps on defense as Heartbeat rotates out. Love to see that. Nacrin couldn't quite get the 50 there in that corner. And again, TMX puts it in the net here. An unfortunate play there, but it's okay. They cannot let this get to them. Like I said, they need to find that momentum. And typically, from the pattern we have seen, it's Vanta, RAE, Vanta, RAE. I don't know if we... It's fine. It's fine. Give us 1 second here. Okay, so technically we should be continuing. But he's back anyway, so if it does happen again, then we will be playing through the disconnects. I just went over the rules. It is in section 6. Matches generally play through bugs or disconnects. Disconnecting players may rejoin within the same game or before the next game. So technically, I do have to let that play that. Alrighty, RAE now taking the lead. I'm gonna drop this info in the thread because it takes too long to type on Xbox, unfortunately. But there we have it. Alrighty. Now back to a tie game here. Alright. Heartbeat with the long launch. As we do have a turnaround by Nacrin. Great play. Defense holding it down. Vanta now getting shut down by Heartbeat player. TMX with the pickup. As Remix now sends it down field. He gets past TMX. Last with one touch. Popping the ball up. Moving it down field. Heartbeat now sending it down field. Last with another touch, but defense is holding it down. Vanta now on the attack. Heartbeat taking the ball. TMX again with another challenge as it goes over to Nacrin. He's got one small touch, but Remix is able to make the play. One quick redirect by Nacrin, and there you have it. RAE takes the lead here. Alrighty, 2-3 now. 2 minutes, 43 seconds on the clock. We have a demo taking out Vanta as Heartbeat shuts it down. In comes a Remix, pushing the ball down field. Vanta now with the turnaround. As the ball goes up, Heartbeat turns it around once more, pushing us back onto the offensive side. One more demo, taking out TMX. It's looking like a good setup. One soft touch, Heartbeat to finish the play. There you have it. Great play there, great demo. You love to see it. It's exactly what we were talking about, what I was talking about this entire time. Using those demos in good fashion, great timing, clearing up some of this pressure here, more bumps as they've been doing. Another demo, probably not intentional that time, but either way, we can capitalize on it, right? Clears up some of the pressure always as we are now on offense once again. One touch from last sets it up for Remix, sending it back into that corner. Nacrin with the follow-up. The offensive pressure is alive and well for RAE here. Look at these boosts. These boosts from the other team. They're absolutely starved. Vanta just got a full tank now as he has the breakaway, but again, shut down. Last going for the shot. It is saved. Good touch by Heartbeat. Still trying to hold down the fort as we are looking at the positioning of RAE. It's looking so good. A great save by Remix as Nacrin takes over. Gets past last. Taking it to the other side of the field. TMX with the touch off the wall. Do they capitalize? No. Vanta is there. Heartbeat trying to get in the way. Stalling some time. Remix with the save off the wall. He can't play the bounce. A great fake. Nacrin now taking over. The shots. The save by Vanta. Demo taking out Heartbeat player, but Nacrin is there. One pop-up, sends it into the corner there. Vanta now off the backboard. In comes TMX with the clear. Heartbeat with the turnaround as it goes back towards midfield. Vanta gets it towards the net once more. Last with the reset. Sends the ball to the side just a little bit. Nacrin getting in the way though. Heartbeat with the touch, sending it down field, up the wall. Vanta plays it from the ceiling, drops it down. Remix with a small catch, but Vanta still able to pull through. Maintain possession there. TMX now taking over. Back on defense here. We got a demo taking out Remix. Now they're implementing demos more and more. Nacrin now going with the air dribble. Shuts it down for Vanta. We play from the corner here. Ball's going to the other side. TMX with the touch. Vanta taken out with a demo. So we got Les now. Moving down field. Goes with the shot. Remix with the clear. 5 seconds to go. As it's off the backboard. One last shot for the attempt. And that's going to conclude the game. I'm gonna try to let them know. Discord chat, I did ping them as well. Quick screenshot opportunity just in case. 4-2 for game number 5. The disconnect was unfortunate. But I did take a screenshot of the 86 rules. It does say that we should have played, so I shouldn't have even paused it, which I knew. Kind of, sort of, not really. Not officially, but typically, you know, leagues play through disconnects, and so I will definitely remember that for next time. But, yeah, I'm going to be ending this stream because we have calculated chaos in 8 minutes. Let me talk officially here for a second, okay. Anyways, okay, so, GG's to both teams. Congratulations to the winner. It was a great series, okay? We made it all the way until the end. Monolith really popping off in the last game, which they absolutely needed. Based off the pattern, Vanta, you know, could have won game 5 because Vanta, RAE, right? But they showed up and showed out in the very end. Again, we covered the rules, so GG's to both teams. Congratulations. We now have a 4-1 record in the season, so playoffs is looking pretty promising for Monolith here. This is one of, I don't want to say a newer team. They've been together for some time, but they are new under RAE. They just kind of like signed within the last month or so. So this is their first run under RAE in a league. So super, super proud of them. They're doing great, as you guys can see. Little touch-ups here and there, but you guys did it. So we will see you guys again very, very soon for your next match. But I do have to get ready for the next cast for another RAE team, Calculated Chaos. So yeah, I'm going to raid out. That's right. Playoffs right around the corner. I'm going to raid out, but then I'm going to start up the next stream in just a few minutes. So come back if you would like, if you can. Come cheer on one of our other teams. They're super fun, super wacky. I love them. That's going to be OT, Devil Hunter, and Torrenton. So be there or be square. Thanks for coming out to this stream, though, supporting this team, the players, the casters, the org, the league, whoever. We all appreciate it. If I don't see you in the next cast, then I hope you have a great morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are watching from, and I'll see you on the field again soon. Bye, guys.